Bobby
divorce
crossed
camp
over to
brings
MMA,
it.
he'd be a tough MMA.
You know what? But
I
right now
know,
they're
old school.
in love. Well, it's his choice. He's not old enough for MMA, but they're in love with Thai. Jason Zalufo is a great Thai trainer.
They make it exciting. It really was. It was exciting as any.
He's got some good fighters out there, and as long as they're bringing it. And I like to be able to put on a couple of those. It hurts me a little bit because there's some other promoters that have done some really crappy crossbred shows. So I don't really try and do a whole lot of that, but 2 or 3 of them on there, and it fills the card a little bit, you know, because you get some of these MMA fights over in a minute. I like fights, you know, so people are getting going after each other. But I wish you guys, maybe that's something that you could take to the directors and find out what the difference is, because I'm sure the insurance isn't going to be any more. And the rules aren't going to be a whole lot different, you know, where they can't just look at someone else's rules. It's what everybody else does.
Well, as a director official, I'm really trying to raise the bar for the sport in general in this area. I'm responsible for the judges, the referees. I've put together a comprehensive guidelines on judging and on reffing, and they have to all officials have to be certified through me. I see shows all the time. They got 5 minutes before the show, the promoters pulling buddies out of the crowd to do the ref. The judges.
Right.
That's outrageous. You got to understand. I developed my own 10-point must. I don't want to brag me up all the time, but I'm just saying that the sport needs to get on.
Even if you're doing it wrong, you're trying. I mean, you're doing what's right.
Everybody's got to get together and clean the sport up if we don't want the state to step in. So right now, I wish the state would step up.
See, and I hope you guys do look into a little bit of kickboxing or Thai fighting, because that's the natural progression for some of these guys that aren't old enough to fight MMA, or the guys that, sometimes it's good your first match. This guy over here was nervous Nelly his first fight, and then he went out and took care of business. But some of those guys would benefit from having a stand-up match. I mean, it's a low kick match or a Thai match. Amateur rules is basically MMA, but it's the stand-up part of it.
I was hearing the fighters say, "Oh, I just want to stand up the whole time." It's like, it's just sport called kickboxing. We'll do
right.
That,
I know. And then I got guys that won't take a kickboxing match at all that just want to do MMA, and I'm like, dude, you need to work on your stand-up. This won't hurt you none. Take a fight.
Guys, I want to ask you a question that each of you to answer. Who's your favorite pro fighter, UFC or otherwise?
You guys better answer him.
No, and we're talking guys,
I know.
the TV guys.
Or be held to pay in the gym next day.
Go first.
All right, we'll start with Matt.
Without a doubt, Fedor. He's by far. I like his demeanor. Comes out, doesn't showboat. Walks to the cage like he's stoned. No emotion. Kicks the crap out of the guy and then walks out. Busty, he's unbelievable. His talent, his skills.
And he's not a big heavyweight. That's what that's the difference.
I'd like to see him fight in the UFC because a lot of guys who came over from Pride
thought
they were going to do a lot better than they did in the UFC. Hey, Fedor is the deal. Look what he did.
Well, they brought the UFC guys. They brought the UFC guys to him, and look what happened to them. They brought 2 guys from the UFC that were champions over to him, and look what happened to both.
Neither one of those guys
are
potential champions.
I don't think either of them got out of the first round. So
I'm not a big Tim Silva fan.
And what's his name?
I'd fight him.
Arlovsky's a great fighter, but he's got a glass jaw.
And he knocked him out.
I don't think Price's so bad though. You have Anderson Silva, you have Quentin Jackson, and that looks like Shoguns. He's back to being the old Pride Shogun. It's like they haven't done too bad.
I know that Shogun.
I'm shocked by Grove.
Nobody else is impressed with Shogun.
Not surprised.
Quentin
Jackson
about
was
the
a big Pride guy.
he was using some angles. He owned the angles of that. That was pretty impressive. All right, Mike.
All right. Well, my favorite fighter is George St. Pierre. Basically, because if it wasn't for his haircut, him being Canadian, and being a little more fit than me, like me and him are pretty much the same guy. And the talent. But if you take those things aside, I think me and him are the same guy.
Most of you guys are pretty.
Yeah, well, I look at it like that.
Are you like French Canadian feminine shit?
If I wasn't, other than that, he's a French Canadian. I'm from Missouri. But we're both like 6 foot tall. We're both white. I mean, we have a lot of similarities. That's all. No, really.
Other
than the talent and all that stuff, aside from all that. But the reason why I like St. Pierre is I think he's probably the hardest worker I've seen in MMA.
He's getting better every time.
And he just seems like he's had a couple really tough losses in his career, and he comes back way stronger every time. And that's the thing about St. Pierre that makes me look up to him as a fighter, like the way he is. Plus, even though not anymore, but I really like him because he was the 170 guy, and I was a 170 fighter. But I'm not even like that. So But yeah, George St. Pierre is my favorite fighter. So
Let's give it to Kevin.
Gotta get Rich Franklin.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people these days will
I don't know
would
why.
keep up with Rich. No, I like Rich a lot.
Get a bro crush on him, or
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Math teacher.
he likes the black guy.
Franklin was a very good fighter.
Oh, yeah.
He's
not
not
one.
I'm just kidding.
He still is a great fighter.
He's probably number two.
He
cannot beat Anderson Silva.
Yeah, he just can't beat
Yeah,
Right.
But that's
And I thought he got
I like
Henderson.
Didn't he
What
just
did you
yeah.
say? Who was your favorite?
Fedor's definitely. I think hands down GSP is the pound for pound best fighter in the world. My favorite is Fedor for basically the same reason as him.
Well,
He's ice eater, yeah.
it's amazing
Well, it's
that
hard to argue with both of those.
No, absolutely.
I mean-
St. Pierre's, he's a
I'm
bad.
telling
getting
you
better
what,
all
St.
the
Pierre
time,
was
too. He's
not
not
that
even beat.
hard of a worker at the beginning, and he was mistrained,
He busts his
and he
ass.
turned it around. He got his
Well,
ass
he's
kicked,
with Craig.
and he got a whole new
Jackson now.
crew. He got everything. He did it right. He's a smart
Got
guy.
good camp.
7 days ago, I really liked Anderson Silva.
that's why I brought up the question, because I was going to see if
I told him
anybody would
to
say
ask this
Anderson
question.
Silva.
We
Because
were all together to watch that
if
one.
I had asked that question 2 fights ago, Silva would have been one of your favorite fighters.
I respected him.
Crushed my
Not
boy
a pro.
twice.
Oh, you're right about
He
that.
wasn't gonna be
And I
a
still
favorite
always
fighter.
like St. Pierre, but yeah.
But he
it-
would've got
give
to
him a little-
I got to mention when you talk pound for pound best fighter.
Yeah,
he
you're
probably
right.
still is, but
I mean,
man,
I've got personalities I like. I'm sorry, Andy. But,
No,
and then I like personalities in certain ways of some fighters, but then there's fighting styles that I like too better. You know, like I love Couture, but I mean his fighting style's not my favorite because I don't relate to it because I'm not a wrestling based guy. You know, so everybody's got their own things they like about different fighters. Yeah, it works out that way. So now your place right now, how does someone get hold of you to find out to be training with this?
You can reach me. I'd rather you call it instead. Right now, we're in a temporary location, so it's nothing beautiful. I'd rather you contact me by phone. You can reach me at
A little closer, thanks.
reach me at 314-800-8232. It's not a toll-free number. But that's my number. But yeah, we're moving. We're
You
moving
got a
to
side job.
yeah, we're moving to a new location.
How sexy, how you doing?
Exactly.
By the end of the month, we'll be at a new location, and we're really going to be advertising and pumping it right. The numbers way too big.
Right. Well, I've heard your name around for a long time, is well respected, and Michael I've known for a good amount of time, and he has constantly spoke nothing but good about you. So, yeah, I mean,
He's all right.
some guys have a good, good rep around town, and some guys don't, and some of them are both deserved, and good and bad, and you've always been spoke of real highly. So I think anybody would do real well to go out there and train with you guys and find out what you're about. Just don't beat the shit out of each other to where you can't fight too much. Save a little bit for the opponents.
Somebody with a broken arm.
That happens. You get a good group. Well, see, that's the problem. You're the guy that's going to end up with losses that you shouldn't have because you got the heart